see movement in the trees.
You're no match for me!
The dwarf has fallen! Aid him! I can't do that yet.
Let me help you.
By my beard, that was a close one.
Let's push on through this marsh. Not enough power!
Fight me if you dare!
Power is too low!
This will strike you down! Close to death.
I thought elves were meant to have long lives.
That was closer to death than I could be.
power's too low. Not ready yet. The power.
These webs are arranged for defense. We are nearing the spider's lair.
Are you here to buy something? Well met, my friend. Are you looking for
Luck was with me. Here's the pearl you hoped for.
Never have my hands held a treasure so glorious. Words alone aren't enough to express my gratitude. Here, take this in return. Some of my finest craft work. Only the best for you. Back, I see. And what can I do for you now?
Are you here to buy something?
Back, I see.
trail leads down there. I'm sure of it.
The wizard!
The wizard? No, no, my dears. That is food. He says the wizard must die. Take him and devour him, he commands. And so I shall. But not yet. Not yet. Let him hang a bit first. Let him await my pleasure. But the wizard alone is barely a meal for one such as myself. Now four is a feast.
Carefully. Let him down slowly now.
He yet lives.
Aye, and he's coming around.
Radagast, are you well?
Oh, what a thoroughly unpleasant experience. I shall have more pity for flies in the future.
Can you tell us what happened?
Sinatra snatched me. Took me unawares, I'm afraid. I really didn't expect to encounter anything of her sort in this corner of the wood. No, not at all. You see, I came here to get away from trouble. Darkness is spreading across Mirkwood. A darker than usual darkness, I mean. And it's coming from Dol Guldur in the south. Roscorbel, my usual home, lies a little too close to Dol Guldur for comfort. So I came here. I have several such retreats. You can never be too prepared, living in Mirkwood and all. But, do I know you?
No, Radagast, but you do know me.
Ah, young Bellerum. It's a pleasure to see you. So you are a part of this little party too? It's quite a mixed bag, really. I don't see elves, dwarves, and men rubbing elbows often, especially not in Mirkwood. Now add an eagle as well. This is turning out to be a rather extraordinary day, really, all things considered.
I am just glad we came in time. My friends and I have a mission, and we came seeking your aid.
We're looking for the dragon Urgost, who lives in the Grey Mountains.
And we have no time for a lengthy search.
We were told you might be able to help us find him.
You wish to find a dragon? Oh dear, is that really wise?
There was a powerful force here, and it is clear that you were their target. Why is the enemy after you?
The enemy never needs a reason to kill and destroy. But if I were to hazard a guess why they were after me in particular, I would say it is because of my talent for gathering and sending news quickly.
That could mean they plan to attack our friends nearby.
The Bjornings and my woodland kin are in danger. We must warn them.
Oh, you needn't concern yourself with that. As I said, I have a talent for such things. I will make sure our friends are warned. It's the neighborly thing to do, after all.
I had heard Mirkwood was home to many spiders, but I never expected anything like this. Are there more of her kind around?
I certainly hope not. This was the Spider Queen, Sinatra. I've heard many fearful tales of her from my friends among the forest creatures, but I've never before had the misfortune of encountering her. I'm rather surprised to find her here. By all accounts, she kept her lair in the craggy mountains near Dol Guldur, far to the south.
Dol Guldur. I've heard that name spoken in whispered tales. By all accounts, it is a place of dread. What can you tell me of it?
It's a terrible place. A fortress built upon a bare hill in the south of the forest. Of old, the Dark Lord himself dwelt there. He was driven out some years past, but it seems that evil has returned once more to Dol Guldur. I am told that fell creatures of many sorts are gathering there.
The spider's venom can be deadly. We should attend to you at once.
No cause for concern. It happens I know a thing or two about venoms and poisons. Sinatra's poison could be deadly, but killing prey outright is not the way of such creatures. No, they much prefer to keep their meals alive for a time. Just as a farmer might age a cheese to improve its flavor, really. She used only enough venom to keep me quiet.
Our mission is urgent. Do you know where Urgos can be found?
Well, he's a dragon, so I would say the Grey Mountains.
Yes, that is as we have already said. But do you know where in the Grey Mountains?
I haven't the foggiest notion, really.
What? So we've just been chasing the wind?
Ah, now, not so fast. I may not know where Urgos dwells, but I just might be able to find out. But I would need my staff for that, and I seem to have mislaid it somewhere.
We found your staff. Here it is.
I knew you would have need of it once we found you.
Ah, excellent. Aren't you the clever one? Crafty as a fox in your own fashion, too, I can tell. I'm grateful to you. Well then, let's see what we can find out, shall we? My friends might know a thing or two. Do you have news for me, little one? Ah. I see, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Very brave of you. Well done, my friend. And there you have it.
Perhaps you could explain further for those of us who do not speak the language of swallows.
Oh, you don't? Quite a pity, really. They're rather pleasant little fellows. Always something nice to say.
Well, what did this one have to say?
Quite a bit, actually. Here, let me show you.
Have you considered my offer?
You bargain with what you do not possess,
I will have your price soon enough. Think carefully before you spurn this offer, dragon. As mighty as you are, you would do well not to offend my master.
I did not say I refused. Only that you must first achieve my reward before you can give it.
Ah, formality. I go now to take your price, but I will leave men behind to await your answer. Consider well, but not too long.
My time and my thoughts are my own to spend.
For now.
Sinatra is no more. That was a feat worthy of heroes of the elder days. I am honored to have witnessed it.
You were part of it as well. Thank you for your aid in the fight.
I am pleased to have done my part. That is one less threat to my people.
Where will you go from here, Glorhiren?
I was too late to save Galron. He fell in battle with the orcs. So now I must hasten homeward to report all I have learned. I recovered Galron's war gear, and I wish you to have it. Galron would be pleased to know it was still being used to fight the enemy. Farewell, Aradan.
Cave Swallow has told me where Urgost's lair can be found. I can guide us there when you are ready to depart. We are very close to the dragon's lair, and must now go cautiously. If Urgost was to catch us airborne, he might lay us low with a single blast of dragon fire. It is best you proceed on foot, while we shadow you from above.
Are there other dangers in these mountains, apart from Urgost?
There are orcs aplenty in the Grey Mountains, but do not forget that Agandar said he was leaving men to await the dragon's answer. We must be prepared to deal with them as well.
I see the ruins of mighty works in the surrounding cliffs. What might they be?
I can answer that. What you see are all that remains of the mansions of my kin, the Longbeards. Once, there was a mighty host of dwarves living in these mountains, before the dragons came from the northern wastes to plunder our homes. Ah, to have seen these realms in the days of their glory. Seems we're always fated to lose the fruits of our labor.
Is it true that dragons breathe fire?
Legends tell of two kinds of dragons. The great fire drakes whose breath is deadly flame, and the lesser cold drakes who have no fire. I fear Orgost is no cold drake.
Do you believe Urgost will be on guard against intruders?
I hope it is not so. But the keen senses of dragons are legendary. I fear he will see, hear, or smell us long before we can come to grips with him. Still, if Agandar's minions are hereabouts, it may be that their presence will mask our own.
No point in delaying any further. Let's press on as swiftly as we may. Let us hope dragons are less formidable than legend makes them.
Perhaps these are some remnant of the men who served the Witch King long ago.
Let's see if you can take me!